we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna be tier listing the Jokers. So I wanted to wait to do this until I got completionist plus plus. However, I have the really stupid ones to get. I'm at like 90 something percent. I think I'm close enough to do this without feeling like I'm out of my element or stupid. I'm pretty stupid, but hopefully not. I'm not that stupid, right? I'm not. I know. I think I know how this game works. I'm still not very sure, but I have a pretty good idea. So we're just gonna jump right in. We got classic Jimbo, the tutorial Joker, which is kind of funny that you can get the tutorial Joker. For what it is, it's just +4 molt. It's not actually not the worst thing. It's cheap, right? I forget if it's $2 or $3. I think it's $2. But for $2, it's early game. If you get into the shop and get a, if you get in the shop, you see a Jimbo there, like shop 1, shop 2. Honestly, like take it. Keep some of that money. Keep some interest, like, or if you can have interest, right? But like, I think it's, you don't really want to use it past T1, but like, it's, you know, it's $2 for +4 bolt. You get it, or you use it early game. There's nothing wrong with it, really. Or there's a lot wrong with it. Or it's not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just that it falls off fast, but it's pretty okay for like 2 rounds. So if you get it in those 2 rounds, yeah, it's actually good. You know, you can it lets you set up a lot more, right? Okay, now we have the 3, what is this? Lustful, wrathful, gluttonous, and greedy. I'm gonna put all of these are all +3 molt per suit scored, right? So hearts, spades, clubs, and diamonds. For example, I play a flush of hearts. It's gonna be +3 molt, +3 molt, +3 molt, +3 molt, +3 molt. 5 times if I play the full 5 and I don't have 4 fingers or something, right? But I would put these in D tier. However, because of retriggers existing, I want to put them up in C tier just because getting like retriggers early, like you get a Sock and Buskin, you get a Hanging Chad, a hack, something like that, right? Even like a red seal. Like, I don't know, this is kind of, these are more early game, but even if you get a red seal, like that's pretty sick, right? It helps a lot. So, and I'm putting this order because of their suit upgrade, like upgrades in quotes. They're just the better ones, right? So you get Bloodstone, which is the best. You get Arrowhead, which is, what is that? That's like +50 chips per spade scored. You get the Rough Gem, which is you get $1 for every diamond scored. And then Gluttonous, I think the clubs one is the worst because you just get +7 molt per score instead of +3 with Onyx Agate. It's really bad. And Bloodstone is 50 chance for a heart to score times 1.5 molt, which is without a doubt the best. But I think these individually are all the same. They're all relatively the same. So now we got Jolly Joker. No, not that. Jolly Joker. I'm going to also put in C tier. I think Jolly Joker is, I would say it's the top of C tier. Because, I mean, like, you don't really want it mid-game. It's usually, like, when you hit the mid-game, you start getting more molt stuff. More molt Jokers. You kind of just throw them away. You sell them out. But the early game is a pretty good safety net because it's actually, I'm gonna put Zany Joker in here as well. They do relatively the same thing, right? They're just a good safety net. You can keep your hands down, right? Early game, you play pairs. Pairs are relatively easy to get. Three of a kinds, not really too hard to get either. Yeah, it's +8 and for, or I think it's +8. And then for Zany Joker, it's +12. And they're just good safety nets. You could win early game off of just one pair or one three of a kind for the most part. Which lets you kind of greed a little more for your discards. I mean, you don't have two, but like you can be a little more greedy with it. And they fall off pretty quick, but they're still good. They're still good. They're good for the transition to mid game as well, I think, right? Because usually when you're kind of getting, it's kind of more of a it's a trendsetter, not a trendsetter, a tone setter. These are tone setting jokers, right? You know, you get these early, you're like, okay, I'm kind of I get Zany Joker, I'm gonna start leaning towards a three of a kind build. I get Jolly Joker, I'm gonna start leaning towards pairs for the time being, and now you kind of have more of an idea of where you're going to the mid game, so you can kind of fix around that, right? And so that's the Mad Joker, which is 2-pair. I mean, like, same exact thing. Same thing, except I think it's worse. Because, for one, 2-pair is just not that good of a hand. It doesn't scale well at all. You might as well just be getting pair. Like, I don't know. I'm not a really big fan. Drill Joker, +10. I'm actually going to put this above Zany. Just because flushes don't really scale that well. But you get a lot of chips, right? And, I mean, it's a 5-hand card. Or 5 card hand. You get +10 molt. It's pretty good early game. You don't really want it for long. These are all kind of the same. I'm going to group all of these together because I really don't have strong feelings about them. Besides, they're decent in the early game. I might move them around as we get further down the list. But I feel like they're generally gonna be clustered together, unfortunately. Okay, we have Crazy Joker. For Gold Stake in particular, I'm kind of gonna put him down here. Because playing straights in... Like, these are all early game jokers. Playing straights on Gold Stake is really rough. You only really want to start doing that, in my opinion, until you've either gotten 4 fingers, you get shortcut, you know, stuff of that nature. Oh, sorry. But yeah, straights are hard to build. It's a hard build to make on Gold Stake, especially when you only have 2 discards. And I think if you're gonna play straights, you're gonna want to wait till Crazy Joker is gonna be a little bit kind of not up to par with the other jokers you have. So that's why I'm putting it at the bottom of C tier, for the time being at least. So now we have all of the Chippington jokers. Really not great. I mean, like, I'm kind of just gonna... I'm actually gonna... I mean, I'm gonna just do this, I think. Actually, I do kind of like Wily Joker. +50, +100, +100 for 3 of a kind, +50 for 2-pair. What is the Devious? Am I lying? I'm lying. This is Clever Joker. +80 if it's a 2-pair. Putting them down there. What is Devious Joker if it's a straight? Going even lower because it's not good. And the thing is that if your straights scale very well anyway, these just get outclassed way too quickly at least in my opinion, for me to want to use them. And then this is Crafty Joker. Like, it's fine, but the thing is that when you're playing a flush, chips really aren't a problem. Like, you're already getting a decent amount of chips from it anyway, like anywhere from like maybe 30 to 40, or I guess like 30 to 40 is like kind of the higher end, right? But still, hard to get me on board with it. I have half Joker. Here's where we get to the actual better Jokers. Here's half Joker. That is plus 20 mult if hand played is 3 cards or less. This is a above average Joker. Definitely an above average Joker, teetering on strong Joker, because I want to say strong and above. They're gonna be more for either heavy utility or scaling of any kind, right? This is just flat 20 mult. You play it if you have 3 of a kind, high card, pair, right? All 3 of them scale pretty well, and they scale well enough that to a point where, at some point you don't really need half Joker anymore. It is good. It's one of the mini Jokers that it's really good until it's not, and then when it's not, it does nothing. It's just there, right? Like, you really can't feel it once it stops being good, which is about all I have to say about it. It's solid early game. It's pretty good mid game, but the mid game is where it starts to kind of fall off. You want to start getting some better Jokers, start selling it, looking for some scaling mult, or scaling plus mult, or a retrigger ability. There's better utility, better scoring than just a flat 20 mult. But it is very good early game. It's definitely a solid Joker. I got Joker Stencil. Very interesting Joker. It's plus 1 mult, or sorry, plus 1 times mult, per empty Joker slot, including, which, like, it does include the the stencil itself. So it's in your, if it's in your Joker slot, it's ×1. If you get rid of one, so you have 4 Jokers, one of them being stencil, it'll be ×2. It's a good Joker. It's really good. Yeah, but it's very dependent on your other Jokers that you are utilizing, right? It is a very situational Joker. If you're used to playing Jokerless, if you've played a lot of Jokerless, this is a very, very good Joker, and it can carry you very far. It can carry you into anti-A. You can keep it into anti-A. You can even go into endless with it and have it be really good. Pick up an Ecto, and like, you can actually, like, something that I've done before is, I don't know what I was playing, but I was playing like 3 Jokers. One of them was a stencil. I get in, I found an Ectoplasm, so I sell my other 2 Jokers, Ecto the stencil. Now I have ×6. Then I can get a card or 2, or a Joker or 2, and play around that with just an extra ×mult, and I get a little bit of a pivot anyway. I'm still strong because I'm fixing my deck to be strong in itself and not be reliant on Jokers. It's really good. I want to put this in strong. I think it's a very strong Joker. 4 Fingers, very interesting. Makes straights and flushes possible with only 4 cards. The interesting thing about 4 Fingers is, or the, I guess, more underutilized thing about Four Fingers is that it's best making straight flushes, which outside of the special secret hands is the best scaling hand in the game, right? Of all the base hands that you get. And if you can do a minimal amount of fixing to make a straight flush build, then that's really good. However, playing straights is hard in the first place. Playing regular flushes doesn't scale well. Plus, you're getting -1 card for the chips, or -1 card for that's enhanced or something. There is a little bit of a drawback that people don't really think about, and for Gold Stake, that little drawback can kind of hurt bad. It's definitely, I would definitely say it's an above average Joker, but it's fairly situational. You have to get it early game. You have to get it early enough for it to matter, because once you start, nobody pivots to a Four Finger build, right? You don't deck fix and see a Four Finger and be like, oh, I want this, I want to do this, I want to go here, right? It's very situational. It's very situational, and you have to get it early. All right, we got Mime. Mime is good. I think Mime is strong. Mime, I'm gonna put Mime actually over Stencil, because Mime gets value all the time. You get gold cards, you get steel cards, and you're golden. You're so good. Be it then you retrigger, either you get Money Machine, or you get times molt. You get a lot of times molt. For steel, you can get more planet cards with blue seals. I mean, yeah, that's, and a really, I mean, like, obviously everybody knows Baron Mime. Baron Mime is, that is like the run, right? Like, you have Baron Mime, you play a Baron Mime run, and you know what you're doing, you will get Nanenth, and it is not difficult. Like, if you know how to play around Mime, you know how to use Showman, you will get Nanenth, and Mime is the guy that does it, right? So, and it's interesting that Mime is very strong. Mime is one of the rare Jokers that is, I'm actually gonna put Mime in very strong. I'm doing it because I think the thing about Mime is that it gets crazy value, not only in just Gold Stake anti-8. You get major value in high score as well, right? And in Endless. And I think the thing that I think about Mime the most is the fact that it can be a money generator, right? You have the gold cards in your thing. Now, what is that? $9. You now get $18. $18 is a lot of fucking money. That's a lot of money in this game. And the more money you have, the better your run is going to be. Like, money is everything in this game. Credit card, F tier. I really hate this. It's so bad. Like, just like real credit cards, which I think is the point, this is a scam. Because it's fun to be able to go $20 in debt, but you don't want to be in debt in this game. Like, you really, really don't. You want to always be able to have money, and I think trying to reward yourself by playing the econ game poorly is only going to fuck you over. It's only gonna get you, if you're doing this and you're getting rentals, you don't understand how to play around your rentals, and you kind of rely on the credit card, there's gonna be a point where the credit card's just not going to work for you anymore, right? You're going to find yourself not able to buy anything, and you're kind of just going to be shit out of luck. There's really not much to say besides I think this is a terrible Joker, and I don't think anybody should pick it up. It's pretty terrible. Ceremonial Dagger, I'm putting this in D tier, above Jumbo, but I think Ceremonial Dagger is pretty bad. I don't like it. There are... What is it? I need to see it. It's, yeah, so it doubles the sell value of the card, and adds it to the mold, right? Which is... It's fun in theory. The problem is it doesn't reward you enough. It's a very expensive Joker, and it doesn't reward you enough for it to be good, right? You buy a Joker, you sell it. Instead of you selling it, you buy it to get eaten, and it doubles the sell value. I mean, I just explained what it is again, but like it just, even just saying it out loud, it doesn't sound good, right? It's just not worth it. While something like other very expensive, I mean not very expensive, but other expensive Jokers like Campfire. Campfire's not that expensive in Gold Stake, but Red Card. I think Red Card is the best plus molt, scaling plus molt Joker, right? And it is pretty expensive. You have to skip packs. You go in hoping for a skip, right? Sometimes you get something that you want, and other times you don't, and you have to say, I'm gonna skip this. I'm gonna waste the $4 for plus 3 molt, right? However, it's consistent. It's consistent. Plus 3. You get your 2 little packs, and you're good, right? You skip it. You can even skip a blind, and for a pack, skip that. Another thing, which I'm not to talk about Red Card, but a Red Card when I'm talking about Ceremonial Dagger, but like the thing that makes Red Card good is that if you open up a mega pack, you can choose one and skip it and still get the plus 3, right? There's really no benefit to like cutting Ceremonial Dagger besides getting maybe plus 4 molt, plus 5 molt, right? But it's not a great scale. The scaling is not great. You probably want to get it relatively early game, right? And relatively early game, what? You're gonna get low amounts of molt. If you're gonna use it for, I don't know, and also you can't ramp it. You have to wait a blind. So I have to sit with this blind plus 4 molt. You have to invest in it really hard. While, for example, something like Campfire, which is one of the best, I think one of the best Jokers in Gold Stake, just because of rental Jokers, right? You buy a rental Joker for $1, right? You sell it, and it's always gonna be plus times 0.25 molt, right? While Ceremonial Dagger, it's just gonna give you 2 plus 2 molt if you get and eat a rental. So I don't like Ceremonial Dagger. Banner. Banner's good. I don't have a problem with Banner. It's one of the it synergizes well with a lot, and it doesn't, or it's very neutral, and it has some very good synergies, and it has some very good or very bad synergies, right? You use this with Green Joker, stuff that basically rewards you for not discarding. It's always good, you know? You get... it's just plus 30 chips for each remaining discard, right? And especially early game, even mid game, if you get a lot of discards, that's pretty good. You're doing pretty well. Also, something that it does if you're on Plasma deck and you're going for the pivot over to Molt, Banner is a pretty good way to, it's a pretty good bridge. You don't have to commit to it very hard to get value out of it, right? Well, you can still play, you can kind of play any hand with it and have it be good. Obviously not really, you don't really want to be playing straights, you don't really want to be playing flushes with it because you're probably going to have to discard, unless you're playing checker deck or whatever, but that's not the point. I think it's a solid joker. I'm going to put it down here. Mystic Summit, keep grabbing it. Mystic Summit is okay. I mean, it's very much the opposite of Banner. If you have 0 discards, you get plus 15 molt. It's just fine. There's a lot of jokers that are just fine. They have their uses. I picked up Mystic Summit. It's good. It's good for the time you get it, but it's also, it gets bad quickly, right? You don't really want it all the time. And you don't really want it for very long because, again, flat plus molt is just not great, right? It really isn't. Especially as you go up. I'm gonna change something. I'm changing something. We're moving these up here. Just because of retriggers, I'm doing it. It's been bugging me this whole time. We still have so many to go. Okay. Marble Joker. This might be one of the worst jokers in the game. It adds a stone card to the deck when a blind is selected. It has synergy with one joker that is also pretty bad. However, that other joker, Stone Joker, or I think it's Stone Joker, or Stone, I don't know, yeah, Stone Joker. That's pretty fun to use. Marble Joker is just worse certificate. Is just certificate. It's not even, no, sorry, not even worse certificate. It's certificate if every good thing about certificate, which there's a lot of good about certificate. I think certificate is a great joker. Every good thing about certificate gets thrown away. That's Marble Joker. It just clutters your deck. I really don't believe there's a I've never picked up Marble Joker and have been happy with what happened, right? But okay. Now we have Loyalty card. Loyalty card is one of the worst jokers in this game. It is horrible. Every 6 hands you get ×4 bolt. That is stupid. ×4 bolt. So you have a joker that does nothing for 6 hands. That's right, 5 hands. On the 6th hand, it's ×4 bolt. That's not enough. That really isn't enough. It's a joker that's useless for a blind. It's useless for a blind, right? If you get on a boss blind that you need, too bad you don't get it, right? I don't know. I hate this joker. It's so bad. 8-ball. 8-ball, not one of the worst jokers in the game, but it is a pretty bad joker. It is pretty bad. For its 1 in 4 chance for each played 8 to create a tarot card when scored. That is not good. You come on. Like, it relies on you playing 8s, which playing 8s is not bad. A lot of 8s are played, especially if you're playing flushes, if you're playing straights. You know, I mean, like, there's a high chance of playing an 8 when you're playing straights. And a decent chance if you're playing flushes. But a 1 in 4 chance, make it 50-50. Like, make it 50-50, and this goes... Make it 50-50, and it goes up to, like, top of C tier. I think. But no. Like, and the thing is, there are so many tarot cards that, you know, you really just don't want at the moment, right? Especially, I mean, like, you know, we're assuming that you get this card pretty early, right? You get an 8-ball pretty early. You don't really want to hold on. I mean, what does it do? Um, it's just not a consistent or reliable tarot card generator, which is just, I don't know. If I have a tarot card generator, I want it to be reliable. I want it to be useful. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Make it 50-50, and I'm happy, but no. Misprint. That gives anywhere from 0 to 23 molt. I think 23. It's just an okay Joker. I mean, it's flat molt. It's flat molt. I'm gonna put it up here. Flat molt with RNG. I did not mean to do that. Okay, it's still there. Flat molt with RNG. Definitely not the worst Joker. It's really good early game. It's fun to use. It's fun to use. It's fun when it hits high, but there's a point when the most you're gonna get is 23 molt, and that's gonna wear off pretty quick. And that's if you get 23. It's one of those Jokers that you get and you kind of hold on to in the back, kind of just keep it there until anything looks better. But it's not horrible. I like it. It's fun. It's cute, but it's not great. Here's Dusk. Dusk is a strong Joker. Dusk is a really strong Joker. Retrigger all played cards in the final hand of round. It's just a strong Joker, right? Especially if you have a lot of enhanced cards, right? You know, especially like you have lucky cards, you have seals, you have what else would you have? Yeah, I mean, just glass cards, really good for glass cards. I can't believe I forgot that. Yeah, like usually, like what you want to do with if you're playing Dusk glass card, you use your discards, you use all your hands until you get down to your last one, and then you use your hands as kind of like discards, right? Fish for blue seals, fish for whatever, fish for whatever you want, like poly cards, whatever you want to get, and then you play that on your last hand. Play like, I don't know, do 4 of a kind glass card, whatever. All that's gonna re-trigger. It's so good. If you watch Major League Balatro, there have been a couple. A lot of time they end up making like glass card. You make glass card builds. If you get players who get Dusk with the glass card builds, they win almost every single time. Dusk is very slept on, very strong. Okay, we got Raise Fist. It's just not good. Like it adds double the rank of your lowest red card in hand to molt. Right? Chances are, so at the worst, it's gonna be 4. Plus 4 molt. At the best, somehow, it can be plus 22. Once again, the most you're gonna get is 22. But 22 is extremely rare. It's just not very good. You almost never feel it. Unless you're crazy and you already like deck fixed and got all of your low cards killed. But like if you're doing that, you're not gonna be taking Raised Fist. Like, no. Chaos the Clown is a 1 free reroll per shop. It's a very good Joker. It's above average. It's strong. You get a free reroll. Rerolling is really good in this game. Spending time at the shop, buying things. Money is everything, right? So you get a free reroll. That's good. I mean, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing really else to say besides you get a free reroll, and that's really good. Especially if you're searching for something, right? Like if you're oh, goodbye. if you're kind of just looking for a certain card and you're like, I want to go for this, you know, free roll, everything is kind of pushed back a little bit, so it's nice. Really not much to say. It's all it is. It's a free reroll, but it's good. Sometimes it's all you need. Fibonacci. Very good Joker. It's definitely above average. It's very similar to the guys. Every ace 2, 3, 5, and 8 gives +8 molt when scored, which is really good because with things like hack, you have hack in particular, incredible because that just re-triggers 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s, right? 4s don't really count, but the 5s, I think hack hits 5. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it does. It definitely hits 2 and 3. But, you know, I mean, it's just nice to get re-triggers, flat molt, or re-triggers plus molt per scored is good. I like it. It's solid. Fib does a lot. It just does a lot. It's just really good. It does a lot for you, and it can carry you pretty far into the mid game. Not pretty far into the mid game. It can carry you into the mid game, and that's kind of when you want to start leaning out of it. But again, you can play it throughout the mid game, and it's still decent. Like it doesn't fall off super hard as long as you kind of play, as long as you tend to it and make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to do. All right, now we got Steel Joker. This gives times 0.2 molt for every steel card in your hand. This is a good Joker. I mean, it's strong. It's just you get it. It's weird. This is a weird Joker. Because it's interesting. It's a little bit contradictory, almost. Because if you have a lot of steel cards, right, you want to be playing a small hand, right? You want to play a small hand. You want to play high card or pair, maybe 3 of a kind. You want to be playing high card or pair, pretty much, right? So it's I'll put it at the top of B tier. I'll put it at the bottom of A. It's gonna be at the bottom of A, just because it is really strong, especially if you are not relying on your steel cards. If you're not relying on your steel cards and you have just like a handful, right? You have 5 steel cards, you get times 2 molt, right? And it does the work for you. It's a weird Joker. I don't really know how to explain it. I've never utilized it too much. Because if I'm playing a deck with a bunch of steel cards, I'm not gonna be playing super crazy high, like big cards. I'm gonna be mainly forcing or trying to find a Baron or trying to find a Mine or something, right? But I guess when it's good when it's good. When it's good, it's good. But also, it feels weird to use. It's just a little awkward, but it definitely is strong. I'm just not very good at explaining it. It is a strong card, though. Scary Face. I'm putting Scary Face in A tier. I think Scary Face is great. Scary Face is great early game. It's great mid game. People carry it around into the early bits of late game. The people carry it. I say like early. I've seen people carry Scary Face into like ante 6, ante 7, and have it still get decent value. It's really not a horrible Joker at all. Even though it is just +20, +30 chips when face card is scored. But if you're playing a lot of face cards, if you're playing like 5, right? That's what is it? 3, 6, 9, 12, like 150 chips added on to whatever you have, right? And can't believe I had count that out. I'm stupid. It's a solid card. It's a good, strong Joker that I am never really upset to see, unless I'm like not playing a face card build. But if I see Scary Face and I like early enough, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna play face cards. Alright. Abstract Joker. +3 molts for each Joker you currently are holding. This does count itself as well, so you grab it, it's 3, whatever. Abstract Joker's solid. It's not bad. It's not bad. Early game, I mean, it's flat. It technically scales. Not scales, but no, I mean, it technically scales. It can technically scale. However, it's not. It doesn't scale easily. I keep doing that. I'm kind of mad. For the most part, if you're running a 5 Joker hand, 5 Joker run, early game, you get +15 molt. It's fine. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it early game. I get rid of it pretty quickly though. Yeah. Now I have delayed gratification. I go back and forth on this because it is an Econ Joker. Econ Jokers are probably the best ones in the game. Arguably the best Jokers in the game. Not by like how powerful they are. Or not Econ Jokers. Econ is the most important thing in this game, right? Without a doubt, Econ is the most important thing in this game. And delayed gratification is fine. It's the fact that there's a condition where you just don't get money, right? There's a chance where delayed gratification doesn't give you anything. It is one of the weaker, I would say one of the weakest Econ Jokers that I could think of right now, at least. I'm putting it in D tier. I'm gonna put Jumbo in F tier actually until I like finish out everything and just see where the bottom of D tier is and where F tier kind of looks. But okay, Hack. Unbelievably strong Joker. Hack is very good. It's just a retrigger. I mean, retriggers, especially like retriggers are good. There's never a time where retriggers are not good. Like if at the very least you get more chips, right? At the very least you get more chips. You have enhancements on your cards, right? Let's say you get lucky card. There's a chance you get $40 per thing. There's a chance you get 40 molt per thing. Get another chance of things hitting. It synergizes well with stuff like Lucky Cat. It synergizes well with pretty much every hand you play. It's good. It's a very good. It's synergistic with Wii Joker, which is the strongest chip Joker in my opinion. And I don't think that's a hot take to say. We'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. But Wii Joker is very good. But very, very good Joker. I mean, it's like one of my favorite. It definitely is one of my favorites. But that's just because I like retriggers and I like hearing the dinks. It's fun. But it is a very strong Joker. Got Periodolia. Periodolia is one of my favorite cards. It is not as good as I think it is. However, this is my tier list. I get to do what I want, and I'm putting it below Chaos and above average because it makes the game so fun. Every run that uses Periodolia is just fun, and there's nothing that can stop me from picking it up every single time I see it. All it does, I mean, it changes every card count as a face card, so it's fun. It synergizes well with all the stuff that face cards do, like Scary Face. You get Faceless Joker. All the Econ Jokers are actually really good for it. Trying to look at trying to look at all these. What else we have? I'm kind of stupid. I can't think of anything. Oh, Photo Chad or Photograph. Sorry. Compare that with Photo Chad as well. You get Enstock and Buskin. You get re-triggers. Yeah, all the fun ones. It's super fun. They're just fun. Michael, very strong. Just plus 15 molt, 1 in 4 chance, 1 in 6 chance of getting destroyed. You want it to get destroyed fast, so you can get Cavendish, which is an uncommon. Flat times 3 molt, which is, I think, one of the best jokers in the game. And this just sets you up to get it, right? And you get it so it gets extinct, but before it gets extinct, you get plus 15 molt, just for fun, which is awesome. Always good. Got Odd Todd. Odd Todd's fun. Pretty good early game joker. I would say, I don't know. I'm gonna just put it right below all the guys because all the suit guys. I mean, I actually don't know how to describe how I feel about this Joker, because it's just plus 31 chips if you play an odd card. So like you're realistically, unless you have shortcut, right? Yeah. Unless you have shortcut, you're pretty much not gonna be proccing this 5 times in a hand, right? And so, and the thing is that that's one less or one more chip than Scary Face, and Scary Face is just better because you just play face cards. It's just better. It's just better. It's just it's just not as good. Scary Face, not a great chip joker. We have Even Steven. Gives plus 4 molt when scored any even number. Again, I do think it is better, but not by much, because I think you get the plus 4 molt. I think the plus molt is better than the plus chips, but I feel for the exact same reason, it's just not that great. I'm not a big fan. We got Scholar. We got Doctor. We got the Dr. Spectre. Dr. Spectre. That is plus 4 molt, plus 20 chips whenever aces are scored. A lot of these like early game jokers, they're kind of just gonna sit down here. Chips and molt. Who could ask for something more? But it's fine early game. It's just not. It just stops being good really fast. Like, you'll catch me dead before you see me, like, actually want to play around a Scholar or actually enjoy playing Scholar, because even though aces do get a lot of love, there are jokers that synergize with ace that like that are about aces. Aces really just aren't very appealing to me and the way I play for the most part. So I'm putting him in average, which I think is fair. I mean, I can't really say anything bad because it's good for what it is. It's very good for what it is. Here we go. Business card. Very strong. Business card is an incredibly good money joker, right? And another reason why re-triggers are so good are like Sock and Buskin, Hanging Chad, because you just it's a 50-50 chance of giving you $2 whenever a face card is scored, right? Like there's literally nothing wrong with that. It's such a good joker. I see business card, I take it. I don't think it is the best. I don't think it's the best econ joker. However, I do think it is the second best by a mile. I think it's number 1, number 2, and then like the rest of them down here. Like there's a big leap, right? Because some people do think that business card is the best. I think there's one better. We'll get to them soon, but we'll see. If Supernova adds the number of times poker hand has been played and adds it to the mult. It's pretty good. I like Supernova quite a lot. It rewards you for playing around a deck or for playing around a certain hand. And I think that's fun. I think it gives you incentive to make you it gives you incentive to decide, right? And to make decisions. And I think that's a really fun way of... Is it the best? I don't know, but I do think the game is more fun when you decide on things early. You play a little riskier, and you play for the really hard pivots later on that are risky, but you really get to kind of show your skill. It's like a very big skill. I think Supernova sets you up for crazy skill expression, right? And really fun runs. And I think that overall it is a really good Joker. It's a good solid Joker just for the run in general, but also I think it's a very good Joker to help you improve, right? Mainly because it makes you think, right? Now ride the bus. The bus is +1 mult per consecutive hand without playing a face card. This is pretty good. Oh, wrong one. I'm gonna move. Yeah, we're doing that. I think Ride the Bus is actually a pretty solid Joker. I'm a very big face card fan, right? But I don't take Ride the Bus all the time. However, I see it a lot when I play not face card builds, and you can kind of scale it up pretty fast. And once you kind of get it going, once you get it on the right track, like you get crazy with it. You get crazy, and then you start getting what is it? Times Molt. And it's very similar to Green Joker. It's scary to use in the beginning because you feel very weak, and then over time it actually it helps quite a bit. I think it's a really good Joker. I think I would say probably middle of B tier towards the top half, I think. All right. Spaceman. My heart wants to say up here, but he really is, I think he's just average. Like the gambling, I think the 50-50 gambling is fine, right? Because with 50-50 gambling, you get retriggers. You retrigger, and that ups the odds. I mean, like, it makes it 1 and 2. You make a second one, right? So chances are you will score twice as much if you retrigger, right? If you retrigger everything. However, the 1 and 4, I think 1 and 4 is a little bit too gambly for me. Because even with Oops All Sixes, which turns 1 and 2 to 2 and 2, turns 1 and 4 into 2 and 4. So it makes it 50-50, right? And you can't retrigger it without Blueprint or Brainstorm. So it's not... It's a big thumbs down from me. I want to like it more. However... it's good. It's decent. I mean, it's average. It's average. It's not bad. It's definitely not a bad Joker, because if you do level it up, if you do get a level up, it's actually pretty good. Especially if you're playing something that scales properly, like, I mean, even like shit like Flush 5 or so that straights are really good for it, but yeah. Egg. Good econ Joker. It's solid. It's good. I can't complain. It synergizes really well with Swashbuckler and Temperance. It after each round, it gains $3 in sell value. I mean, there's really nothing you can complain about that. You kind of keep it there. It doesn't do anything. It just accumulates value. It's great for temperance. It's great for a swashbuckler. If you don't need it anymore, you sell it and you get a bunch of money. It's good. That's just a really good, solid econ joker. Burglar. This is in gold stake. Burglar, very strong. Not very strong. Burglar is a strong joker. I'm gonna put it up behind Dusk because gold stake, obviously unless you're playing around discards like you have trading card or you have something, I don't know. You're playing around discards. Burglar, it gets rid of all of your discards and gives you 3 hands. So that's one more thing, right? Because discards and hands you can kind of see as the same thing, right? At a base level, they are the same thing. And Burglar just gives you an extra one. Unless you're on like red deck, which gives you an extra discard. But even still, that's just a side grade. You get more score, right? Burglar is really good. Very, very, very good. There's not much to say. It just gives you an extra thing to do on gold stake. That's good. And it just gives you more hands to play, more hands to do stuff, more score. More score, more good, right? Also, more score, or more hands, more chances to trigger money cards, right? Gold seals or lucky cards. More score, more good, more money, more good, right? Alright, I got Blackboard. Blackboard is, I think, a little misunderstood. I'm gonna put it in the middle of beats here. Blackboard is scary. It's a ×3 mold if all cards in hand are either spades or clubs. This is really good because it's a lot easier to do than you think, right? You want to be playing like high hand or high card hands, right? Not the high card hand, but lots of cards. You want to play lots of cards. And just some very basic deck fixing, like even you don't really want to keep this for a while in my opinion because it's just flat molt, right? It's a conditional flat molt, flat times molt. So like keep a world or keep a moon card with you and like just kind of play around with it. It's really not hard. And it can give you some extra scoring, but I'm gonna move it down actually. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm not. These are actually not great. This is definitely better than all of these, but it is significantly worse than the ones above, so I think it's gonna get siphoned down to the bottom sooner or later. But anyway, it's not that hard to make work, but there's a lot of jokers that are like ×3 mold if blah 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 blah, right? Which is like, all right, but there's some that are just easier and better. So, I don't really care. I'm actually gonna put Supernova above it. All right, Runner. Runner's, oh fine, you have to get it early, but then again, we're playing gold stake, right? This is a gold stake run. Straights are already really hard to make work consistently, and I think that Runner giving you plus 15 chips per hand played, per straight played, it is a scaling chip builder, but 15 chips per straight is too low in my opinion, and I think that's what really holds it back. Once again, not the best chip joker. Probably not even the top 3 best chip jokers, if I'm being honest. Definitely not the best 3. Definitely not. Maybe top 5, but there aren't a lot to begin with. So, running it back. Ice Cream. plus 100 chips, minus 5 chips for every hand played. It's fine. It's good for a bind. You don't really want to like, hold on to it for a while, but for like a couple of rounds, you get like decent chippage, right? You get some decent extra chippage, especially because you usually get this when you're early in the game. So, you know, you take it for a couple rounds until it gets to maybe 50 chips, sell it, get something better. It's not great. It's really not terrible. It's good for a couple rounds, for a couple hands. Yeah, it's whatever. I mean, I don't have strong feelings towards it. DNA. DNA is a very strong Joker, right? I keep doing that. DNA, very strong Joker. All it does is if your first hand round has only one card, you just copy it. It makes a whole new card. Just good. It's definitely better for like endless runs, for high score runs, but it's really not that bad. It's good for it's a good deck fixer, right? I think people don't really know how to use it. They get DNA and say I always have to make a copy, but no, you don't have to make a copy every round, you know? You can hold off. You see this and you think that I need to just use this all the time, but being more reserved with it tends to give you better results, right? You know, like copying red seal, copying stuff that will give you straight value, especially stuff that you can't really, stuff that's harder to replicate, right? That's what you want to use it for. Splash. Every played card counts in scoring. This is a weird card. This is a weird Joker. Because you can play whatever you want, and it still triggers enhancements, right? I have high card leveled up, but I have a bunch of lucky cards that I have. Its splash is not always worth it. It's very rarely worth it. But there is that time where you see it and you think that, like, I really don't know how to describe how to use splash. I use it just completely off of vibes. If the vibe is feeling like I'm just going to play some high card, I'm going to play some pairs and just kind of get some extra chips for it. It is good for extra chips, but I feel like when you start getting enhancements on your cards, it is very good and it's fun to use, but it's really not the most optimal thing to do. I don't know. I'm not the big, it's very situational. And it falls off very quickly. You don't want to hold on to splash for like a long time unless it's like a negative or something, right? But we have Blue Joker. I want to put Blue Joker in strong. I am a really big Blue Joker head. It is plus 2 chips for remaining card in deck. So as you play cards or as you discard cards, your chips will go down. So it kind of forces you to play a little bit reserved with what you want to do. But it is solid. It is a really good Joker. And especially if you start using DNA, if you start copying stuff, if you get like a cryptid or something, you know, it's a lot of fun. It's a really fun card to use. It's a really fun Joker to play around. I like it. I think it's not slept on. I think it's pretty accurately rated. I think people see it and they think that it's not as strong as it is, right? Like for a common Joker, getting like 100 chips off the bat, basically, that kind of stays the same and kind of you can change how it works throughout the game is pretty fun. And it gives you an easy way to get out of it by kind of slowly waning you off. But I think it's solid. I think it's a great card. Sixth Sense. Very strong. Sixth Sense is very strong. If first hand of round is a single 6, destroy it and create a spectral card. Definitely very good. There are some pretty trash spectral cards, like Ouija is pretty bad. However, there are some insane spectral cards you can get, and getting a spectral card early on in the game while also destroying a card and like deck fixing is really good. Like, that's crazy. Especially if you get like, I remember I got a Sixth Sense first shop, right? I'll play my 6, gives me an immolate, and then I just win. Like, if you get an immolate, you win. You get an ectoplasm early, you honestly you might win, right? You get trance, deja vu, medium, houseman, any seals to put on cards. Like, you're in a really, really good spot. Or aura. If you get aura, you get a polychrome card. Like, that's really good. Especially because, you know, you get Sixth Sense relatively early. You get Sixth Sense relatively early. And, oh, am I stupid? Yeah. You get Sixth Sense relatively early. I mean, it is uncommon, but, like, it's a really big tone setting Joker. It's awesome. Alright. 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 So here's what we got. The best Joker. And also, I know that was a crazy skip. I came back. I had to do something that came back kind of late. So now we have the best, one of the best Jokers in the game. Constellation. Adds times 0.1 molt every time a planet card is used. This is just one of the best Jokers in the game, without a doubt. Like, top 5, probably, give or take. It's just, it scales very strong. It synergizes with literally every type of build. Even runs where you're not playing one specific hand type, because as long as you're using planet cards on something, you're getting value. It's so good. Alright. Hiker is weird. Every played card permanently gains 5 chips when scored. So it's interesting. It's a fun concept. It's fun to play with. However, it's really not that great of a Joker. I'm gonna put it below. No, I'm not. I'm gonna put it in B tier because it is interesting, right? Like, it is a pretty interesting chip generator. Especially if you're just playing high, like flushes, straights, anything like that. They rack up decently, and it can help. It's fun. It's an interesting gimmick. It's fun, but it's never gonna be like, oh, I got Hiker, let's fucking go, right? So, that's my stance on Hiker. I think I'm only putting it in B because it's fun, and I like it. It's a nice Joker. You know what I mean? Like, right? I don't know. All right. Faceless Joker, earn $5 if 3 or more face cards are discarded at the same time. It's a pretty strong Joker. $5 for 1 discard is pretty good. Of course, I don't think it's the best, but it's pretty decent. It's good. It's good. It's solid. And it's good. It's a very good early game econ Joker, but it kind of falls off a little bit. There are better econ Jokers you'd want to be playing. if you're playing like discarded or I mean like reserve parking is pretty good actually. You have business card, you have mail-in rebate, golden ticket, stuff like that. Cloud9, golden joker. It just it takes some setup to use, but you get a little bit more of a payoff than Cloud9 and or I guess golden joker. Golden joker is like the standard, right? It's decent. All right, what do we got next? We got green joker. We got Grimbo. I actually like Grimbo a lot. I'm gonna put this up here just because I mean obviously if you're playing a build that goes around with that works around discards, then you probably don't. But for a lot of gold stake, it's just a reliable joker that you can scale nicely. Um you can play like easy hands, like you can play high card, you can play pair, you can play two pair. And it's just grows and it's solid. It's a great joker, I think. You know, I'm never really unhappy to see green joker. Superposition. This gets a lot of hate. This gets a lot of hate. However, um early game, it's really good. It's actually like a pretty good tarot card generator, right? You do have to do like a straight, either a straight ace through 4 or 10 through ace. But you get a tarot card. And straights do a lot. And when I compare it to something like Runner, right? Or when I compare it to something like Crazy, I think that's Crazy Joker. This one, yeah. I think these are both of them actually. But the payoff is so much better. Just because getting a tarot card is fine. I don't think it's a great joker. I'm gonna put it at C tier. But it's one of those things. Early game, superposition. Not the worst in the world. Alright. This got switched. To-do list. Earn $4 if the poker hand is whatever it is. It changes every round. I don't like this one. I think this is not a great... I mean, it's good if it's like, play a high card. Earn $4 if you play high card. Earn $4 if you play pair, right? Earn $4 if you play whatever poker hand that you play. Or whatever, like, whatever you're playing. But it's too conditional, and I think that there are so many better econ jokers. It is definitely better than delayed gratification, but I'm gonna put it like... I'm gonna put it above the guys below Spaceman and Runner. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Alright, if Cavendish. Cavendish is interesting because I think I earlier said it's common, or it's uncommon. Apparently it's common. I was not aware of it. I have not looked. I actually don't know. But apparently the wiki says that it's common. This is a common times 3 molt. That's just flat times 3 molt. That is pretty crazy. And obviously that is S tier. This is one of the best jokers in the game. It's easy to get. You get Cavendish, you have it go extinct. The other thing is that there's a 1 in 1,000 chance that the card gets destroyed at the end of the round. And honestly, I've had Cavendish get destroyed on me once. And it's really funny. Like, it really is funny. Because realistically, Cavendish will not go away on you. It will not go extinct on you. But when it does, it's really funny. Like, you can't even be mad. Like, yeah, your run is over. Oh no. But like, you kind of have to respect it, you know? Like, that's funny. I don't know. I'm just a really... I think Cavendish is great. I think the fact that it can go away is really funny. And it's like the only drawback to a common flat times 3 bolt. Okay. Now I got card sharp. I mentioned earlier that there's a lot of ×3 if so-and-so happens or so-and-so. And this is one of them. This is the better one that I'm talking about. Card sharp is awesome. I'm putting card sharp. I think card sharp is... I think it's better than DNA, stuff like that. I think it's really good. It's ×3 molt if played poker hand has already been played this round, right? That's really good. It gets less good when you start playing like the crazy hands, right? Like chances are you're not gonna be playing like multiple flush fives because you just probably won't have enough to score off that unless you're playing for your last hand. But card sharp, very good, very good, very good in the early game, very good in the mid game, very good in the late game. And of course, I mean, card sharp falls off in the endless when you're playing super fixed. But that's not what we're going off of. We're going off of straight up gold stake, right? And I think just straight up gold stake, card sharp is awesome. It's great. Okay. So now we have a red joker, or a red card. Red card, I think I mentioned before, it is the best scaling flat molt joker in the game. It's very good. It's very expensive. However, I think it's very worth it. Also, it's common. I think the fact that it's common is really good. I would say red card is slept on, but it really isn't. People have, especially recently, started to understand the value of it. It could take you pretty far, and it's really good once you get it going. Once you can, especially if you can get a good econ machine going, you're golden. You're so good. I want to put this in strong. I'm gonna put this above stencil. No, I'm not. I'm gonna move some stuff around. I'm gonna put it above stencil, below dusk, moving dusk up. Card sharp is also gonna be going up there. Madness. Very interesting joker. One of the more weird jokers in this game. When a small or big blind is selected, gain ×0.5 molt and destroy a random joker. This is really great for black stake and up because, including gold stake of course, because of eternal jokers. And also rentals, because for the run, Eternals can't be destroyed. And 2, and that's another reason why, I think I might have mentioned it before, but Ceremonial Dagger, it actually has to eat the thing to get the molt. With Madness, it gains the molt first and then destroys a random joker. So if there's nothing to destroy, it's still gonna gain the molt, right? It's still gonna gain the times molt. And so what you can do is you can just get dollar jokers, right? Sacrifice into Madness and just have a really nice, easy scaling scaling times molt. I'll put this in very strong. I think it's really good. I'm gonna put it above business card. I'll do it. Move some stuff around. Yeah. Square Joker. Square Joker. This Joker gains 4 chips if played hand is exactly 4 cards. This is going in D tier. It is not good. It is a really bad. I mean, you can rack it up. You could ramp it pretty fast, kind of. But it's there's just so many better Jokers, so many better things that do its job. It's like, no. Seance. This might actually be the worst Joker in the game. If a poker hand is a straight flush, create a random spectral card. Now, I was yapping so much about my spectral cards when it came to 6 cents. And also the idea of flushes with superposition. However, straight flush is very hard. And also, for a random spectral card, it is just not worth it. If you want a spectral card, hope for a spectral pack or play Ghost Deck. Like, I don't know. Riffraff. Riffraff is very interesting because you can see it in a ton of different ways. For one, you could technically consider Riffraff an econ joker if you really think about it, right? So for one, Riffraff can give you a cool joker, right? You can get some cool shit. You can get red card, you can get a hanging chad because for some reason they're common. And you can get Cavendish. Apparently, I don't know if you can get Cavendish. And what I learned recently, this might have been a bug, but I have somebody who watched it happen. Riffraff gave me a negative joker. I don't know how common that is. I don't know if that's rare. I don't know if I'm crazy. I don't know if it's bugged. But all I know is that it did happen. And that's pretty sick. But I think Riffraff is awesome. Also, it can feed Ceremonial Dagger. It can feed Badness. Or you can just get it and sell it. And you're good. Right? Riffraff is fun. I'm putting Riffraff in B tier. I'm putting it, yeah. Putting it B tier. Above Banner. Banner would be better. Banner used to be really good, but it got nerfed. It's pretty hard. So it's, same with Vampire, actually. Speaking of which. This joker game is 0.1 molts per scoring enhanced card. Or, sorry. Times 0.1 molt if it's, if an enhanced card is scored, but it also eats the enhancement off the card. So I play a gold card, it scores, Vampire takes away the gold part of the card, and then makes it 0.1 molt. It's good, it used to be good, it used to be better, it's okay now, it's really hard, it has like very few synergies, like the Midas Mask one is pretty fun, but that's about it. It's decent, it's fun, it's scaling, so that's something I'm gonna put it in above average, top of B tier. Shortcut. I love Shortcut. Shortcut essentially allows straights to be made with gaps of 1 rank. Like 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7, you know how it is, right? 10, queen, ace. It's actually really good. I like it. It's better than Four Fingers in my opinion. I'm gonna put it above Egg, but it's not like incredible. It gives you more flexibility with scoring straights, which is always great in Gold Stake with the -1 discard. All right. Here's another top 5er. Hologram. Hologram. I'm putting Hologram above Cavendish. Hologram is, I would say, a top 3 joker in this game. It is so good. Actually, no, it's not better than Cavendish. Cavendish is like, yeah, no. But they're very, very close. This joker gains 0.25 molt every time a playing card is added to your deck. So, it's stupid good. It has synergies with so many things. It's so easy to ramp. It's really, really good. That's really all I can say, is that, like, every time I play with Hologram, I get like, sometimes, I think the biggest one I've gotten was like a +40 molt. It's stupid how good this card is and how fast it scales. And It's just so good. All right. Vagabond. Create a tarot card if hand is played with $4 or less. This is a very interesting Joker because it's we it's only useful in the very beginning, because if you're playing on gold stake, chances are you have to be managing your money properly. And if you're not managing your money properly, what are you doing? You're gonna lose. That's at least what I experience, because I feel like whenever I don't have money, I lose. um, which, but it is, if you can get it early, which does happen. It can be really good. Especially, you know, you can get a temperance out of it. You can get whatever. You can get hermit, magician, anything like that. Like, it is a good Joker. It's just kind of hard. It's weird to get value out of. I'm putting it in B tier. I think that's a pretty fair place to put it. All right. We're going to kind of speedrun the rest of these because it's actually, no, we're not. I'm going to speed. I want to talk to my wife. So, we have Baron. Baron is one of the best Jokers for getting Nanunf, for going really far. However, Baron fucking sucks in Gold Stake, right? Or it doesn't fucking suck. It's just good. It's like, that's fine. It really isn't great. Like, you don't have enough time to, and especially because you're not gonna get this early game. If you get it early game, okay, yeah, it's kind of good, right? It's good. However, if you get it in the middle, which is normally when you would start getting rares like anti-5, anti-4, 5, 6, you really don't have enough time to deck fix that hard, and reliably, right? Consistently. So, just don't pick up Baron if you're just trying to hit anti-8. If you're trying to go endless, go for it, but nuh-uh. It's not great. Cloud9. A solid econ Joker. Starts out with 4. Same as Gold Joker, right? It can go up, it can go down, depending on how many 9s you have. Because you earn $1 for each 9 you have in your full deck. So, it's good. It's a pretty good econ Joker. It's strong. Is it crazy strong? Not really. But it's better than Golden Joker for the most part, right? I'm gonna put an A. I think it's strong. Rocket Money. Earn $1 at the end of round. A payout increase by $2 when boss blind is defeated. Rocket is really good. I actually really like Rocket. I'm gonna put it above Stencil just because it takes a while for it to scale, but when it scales, it starts getting good. Getting a fat rocket is pretty nice. Now, see, here's where the hot takes come in, right? Because we have Obelisk. Some people love it, some people hate it. I fucking hate Obelisk. I really don't like it. I understand that it's good. It's just Joker gains 0.2 molt per times 0.2 molt per consecutive hand played without playing your most played poker hand. It's just not for me. It really isn't. It's good. But it requires a pivot, and then that has an expiration life on it. And I don't like that. I don't like when things have an expiration life on them. Like Sixth Sense does have an expiration, kind of, right? Because, oh, you can just get more 6s, right? It's just... I just don't like it. It's definitely fine. In Gold Stake, like, it's good. It's just that it's hard to use. It's really hard to use, and I think that choosing to use it is choosing the hard way, which is fun sometimes, right? And I think that's just me not being good enough to play it properly. But I can respect that it is good. Midas Mask, great econ joker. All played face cards become gold cards when scored. That's really good. It synergizes well with Vampire. It's pretty good. However, it doesn't give you money in the instant, even though gold cards are always great. I'm putting this in strong. I'm putting it above Faceless Joker, below Cloud9, or above, yeah, below Cloud9, above Faceless Joker. I think it's pretty good. Luchador. Luchador, very, very strong. Selling this card disables the boss blind. This card can save you, especially in Gold Stake with the final 8 blind. The 8th blind is super frustrating sometimes, and if you don't have a reroll voucher, then it's really good. You know, cancel Violet Vessel, cancel. I mean, Violet Vessel is probably the easiest, honestly. Crimson Heart, you know, all of them. They're all annoying in their own way. Cerulean Bell. Photograph, very strong. I mean, it's just a times two common. Times 2 molt common, right? It is first played face card gives you times 2 molt when scored. That's just really good. Like, I don't know how else to say it. That's just really great. It's really great, and it synergizes so well. Gift card adds $1 sell value to every Joker and consumables at the end of the round. It's decent. I'm gonna put this in above average. It's a pretty okay econ Joker. I do have some problems with it. Like, it does force you to commit to some things for a while, right? But it itself gets a bunch of money, so it's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing. It's just, it's a little bit more of a delayed, funny enough, it's more of a delayed gratification than Egg. Alright. Bean. +5 hand size. I think +5 hand size, crazy good, right? It reduces by 1 each round. However, I do not care, because plus hand size is always strong. That's going at the bottom of A tier. Erosion is +4 molt per card below the deck starting size. So it is an interesting. Erosion builds are kind of fun. It scales very quickly if you can get Hanged Men or glass cards, anything like that. Trading card, you know, things that can delete things like Sixth Sense. It synergizes pretty well with a lot of jokers, and it scales quickly too. It's good for early game. I quite like Erosion. I don't play it very often, but every time I do, I'm never disappointed with what happens. I'm gonna put it. Why did I put Blue Joker in Strong? I'm putting this in B tier. I'm sorry. I don't know. What am I on? Can my senses. Reserve Parking. Each face card held in hand has a 1 in 2 chance of giving $1. Basically business card, except the Baron version, the held in hand kind. I think it's good. I think it's a great econ joker. Maybe not great, but I don't like it as much because it kind of. I think held in hand stuff is a lot. You have to have a lot more set play to do. If that makes sense. But again, if you have reserve parking and you have Midas Mask and reserve parking goes crazy, respectfully, right? But that's, you know, again, that requires some set play. Okay. Here's what I think is the best econ joker in the game, and it is not even close. And I'm putting this in S+ tier. I think Mail-In Rebate is the best. I think it's one of the best jokers in the game. It's earned $5 for each discarded rank, right? Kings, 4s, 6s, aces, whatever, right? It is so good. And it's a common, and it's so busted. Because the interesting thing is that it works around your deck fixing. So if you end up deck fixing to have, if you get rid of all your 2s, all your 2s, 3s, and 4s, mail-in rebate will not ask you to discard your 2s, 3s, and 4s. It'll just go the ones that you do have in your deck. It's so good, and it's $5 per discarded rank. Insane econ joker. And towards the end, especially if you get, blueprints, because it's a blueprintable, brainstormable, you can get like $100 per per discard. It's ridiculous. I don't know. To the moon. Earn an extra $1 of interest for every $5 you have at the end of a round. It's fine. Don't really use To the Moon that much. I mean, it's an interest joker. Interest jokers are pretty good. You get money, Not enough for it to be particularly worth it, though. I think there are much better jokers. I'm going to put this below... I'm going to put this above gift card, below fib. Hallucination. 50-50 chance to create a tarot card when your booster pack is opened. This is very strong. This is very, very strong. Hallucination is a great joker. You get rewarded for getting cool shit. You get rewarded for opening planet packs. You get rewarded for opening Arcana packs. It's just a great joker. It's one that I will almost always take. Fortune Teller is not in that club, I fear. Well, +1 mullet per tarot card used in this run. It's good in the early game. However, falls off very quickly. It is scaling. It does have that going for it. I'll put it above Ice Cream. I'll put it above Superposition too. I think it's just an average joker. Juggler and Drunkard. +1 hand size and +1 discard. Both of these I think are going in very strong. These are both... I'll do this. These are both very strong jokers. I'm actually gonna... I'm gonna do this, actually. Yeah. The Juggler and the Drunkard, remarkably powerful jokers. They're so good. I mean, there's not much to say. Like, you get a +1 hand size and +1 discard. And if you don't see the value in that, then I don't know what to say. Stone Joker. Here's what I talked about a long time ago. Gives 25 chips for each stone card in your full deck. It sucks, but it's fun. It's gonna go in F tier, but it's gonna be the top of F tier because, like, come on now. Like, it's fun, but it sucks. Gold Joker is the standard for Econ. It's solid. You get 4 at the end of round. I'm moving this back here. Yeah, I think this is fair. Lucky Cat, very strong. It gains 0.25 mult for every time a lucky card triggers. That's very strong. Putting this above Mime. Put this above Photo. No, I'm putting this above. It's really good. Re-triggers. It's just great. Baseball card. Uncommon jokers each give 0.1 to 0.5 bolt. Your time is 1.5 mult. This is also very, very good. It's strong. Wouldn't say very strong because it relies on you having a lot of certain types of... It's very reliant on you having uncommon jokers, but instead of rares or commons, which sometimes is not really what you want. Bull. plus 2 chips for every $1 you have. This is actually a great chip joker. It's very strong. I'm gonna put this in strong tier around here. And these aren't hard set in this order, but this is just kind of how these are the vibes, you know? Actually, I think hallucination should be up here, personally, but, yeah, I think this is fair, actually. This is the, Diet Cola. Sell this card to get a free double tag. Skipping. People hate skipping. I love skipping. Double tags, whatever, but I don't know if they're entirely worth it. It's going in B tier. Above Baron. But, right there. Trading card. If first discard of the round is only one card, destroy it and earn $3. This is very, very strong Joker. Because you get to deck fix and you also get money. It is a very good econ Joker and also deck fixing Joker. Okay. Alright. So next we got flashcard. Each reroll is +2 molt. You know, this is one of those tricks that I never really used. I'm not really a big fan. I think re-rolling in the early game, excuse me. I think re-rolling in the early game is, a lot less common, right? Like, you don't want to spam rerolls. I feel like it's just hard to scale. I feel like there's just better molt. I mean, it's definitely not the worst. I'll put it up relatively high, actually. I think this is B. I kind of want to put it... It is scaling. I'm going to put it above... I'm going to put it over here. I know, like, the people who I know use it do get really good value out of it, so I can't really shame it. We gotta play music. There we go. Okay. Popcorn, +20 molt, -4 molt per round played. This is one of those ones that's just, I don't like it. I don't like food that much. Popcorn is good for like a round or two, and then it just gets bad. It can get you out of a bind, but that's about it. Like, there's no actual long-term plan with it, so you really have to like find a way to pivot off of the popcorn as soon as possible, or else you're just gonna get kind of fucked over. I don't like it. I'm gonna put it right there. 2 pants, spare trousers, +2 molt per hand that contains a 2 pair. I love the pants. I think the pants are great. Scaling, they make 2 pairs good. They actually make full house, like not a completely worthless hand. I like it a lot. I like spare trousers. Ancient Joker is very good sometimes. It's a very weird... Ancient Joker is very weird. It's inconsistent. It's just inconsistent. I don't know. But when it hits really good, especially if you're playing like flush or something. With wild cards, it's always gonna hit, of course, but nobody has like full wild card. That's stupid. Ancient Joker is definitely strong and can get you some big score. Especially if you have like re-triggers, of course. Re-triggers are the best thing ever in this game. Swear to God. Probably gonna put it above Bull here. I got Ramen. 2 molt times 2 molt loses 0.01 molt every discard. Every card that's discarded. This is not good. I'm gonna put this in average. I mean, it's the top of average. It's good. Especially if you're like not playing with discards, right? But even still, at the end of the day, it's just times 2 molt, right? There's better things you can get. Walkie-talkie, for each played 10 or 4, you get 10 chips and +4 molt. Walkie-talkie, pretty good. I cannot lie. You know, you get a lot of dinkage. Ding 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 ding. It always sounds nice. And it's good. Like it's just a solid Joker. Seltzer, re-trigger all cards played for the next 10 hands. Seltzer is very strong. It's very strong. I'll say it. Seltzer is a very strong Joker. I mean, like, re-triggering is just always going to be really good. I think I say that a bunch, which is why, like, I'm gonna freak out when I get to Hanging Chad, because I have some things to say. But, yeah. Castle, a very unique Joker. It gains +3 chips per discarded suit, and it changes every round. It's very interesting. I really like Castle. I think Castle runs are a lot of fun. And they actually get pretty good, but I don't think, like, I don't think it's great. It's definitely just average. But it definitely is one of the better chip Jokers, right? Probably the second best, I think. Alright. I think, actually, I'm gonna put it above Vampire. I'm gonna be honest. I really like it. Alright, got Smiley Face. Played face cards give +5 molt. This is just a strong Joker for early game. You definitely want to be pivoting away from it. Like once you kind of get used to playing it, and I just need to fix my mouse. There we go. Yeah, it's about you need to pivot away from it pretty quickly, but just to get a feel with playing face cards, it's a good transitionary, you know. Campfire. I love Campfire for Gold Stake. This, unironically, is probably up here. Like I said, especially on Gold Stake where you get the rentals and sell them, it's so good. You can ramp it up so fast. It's really good. Golden Ticket. Played gold cards earn $4 when scored. This is a very interesting Joker. I think it's good if you can get a lot of gold cards early. If not, like, if you just have a couple gold cards, Golden Ticket is useless. So it's very situational, and you have to be, like, pretty... Like, I think it works very well with Midas Mask, right? I don't know. It's definitely average, though. I kind of want to put it below all the scoring, because it's not particularly great. Mr. Bones, we got prevents death if chips scored are at least 25% of the required chips, and just kills itself. If it's... I mean, it's strong. It's just like a get out of jail free card, right? You could use it if the last blind is really annoying. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. It is actually really strong. I'm gonna put it up here by red card. Like, I don't know. Acrobat is another thing with Card Sharp where it's just... Or, with, what was it? Am I dumb? Did I forget what it is? Blackboard. Where it's just Card Sharp but worse. And I think this Dusk is just better. I'm putting it at the bottom of below average. I really am not a big fan of Acrobat. It never helps enough. Never helps as much as you want it to. Alright, we have Socket Busked. Re-trigger all face cards. This is very strong. I'm putting this up here. I mean, I've said it so much, you know. Swashbuckler. Actually kind of fun. It's adds all the sell values of your Jokers and converts to molt. So it's definitely fun. Has some synergy with Egg and gift wrap or present gift, whatever. Besides that, it's really not particularly great. Like, it's just whatever. Like, just imagine what your temperance value is, right? Like 18, 19. It's just not particularly great. It is definitely above average though. It is a great technically scaling plus bolt joker. Troubadour. +2 hand size, -1 round. Or sorry, -1 hand per round. This is very, very good. I'm putting the Troubadour actually, I'm putting the Troubadour up here. Unironic, I think hand size is the most important thing. When it comes to stuff like this. Having lots of hand size is just better. Alright, certificate. When a round begins, add a random playing card with a random seal to your hand. This is just very good. This is a strong, strong Joker. It has amazing synergy with hologram. And also you just get pretty much a free red seal generator at some point, right? Or blue seal. And then from there you get your red seal, and now you can start fixing it, strengthening it, putting lucky card on it. Like, yeah, there's so much you can do. It's great. I love certificate so much. Spirit Joker. Hearts and diamonds are the same, and spades and clubs are the same. It's interesting. It's kind of just like a weird wild card Joker. I don't know. It's definitely not my thing. I don't think it's very good. I'm gonna put it down here. Definitely not a big Spirit Joker fan. Now here's my hot take. Throwback is 0.25 molt for each blind times 0.25 molt for each blind skipped. Big skipping fan. I'm putting this right here. Because I skip a lot in the early game. I like to skip in the early game. It works for me. It's fun. I feel good doing it. Now here's the cool thing about Hanging Chad, which re-triggers the first played card in score, like that scores 2 extra times. The cool thing is that this is a common. This is a re-trigger that is a common. I'm putting this up here. And also just Hanging Chad is so good. With Photograph and Hanging Chad, Photo Chad, the obvious one. It's just it's amazing. Alright, what do we got? So, okay, I'm just gonna do all of these at once. We have Rough Gem, Bloodstone, Arrowhead, and Onyx Agate. The diamond one, the Rough Gem, is cards played with diamond, score 1. Bloodstone is 50-50 chance for hearts to give times 1.5 molts. Arrowheads give additional 50 chips, and Onyx Agate gives +7 molt. So here's where I'm going to put all these, right? Check this out. Bloodstone and Strong, under 6 cents. Rough Gem, and probably C. Probably top of C. Arrowhead, I'm going to put in B. Onyx Agate, for what it is, I'm putting it down here. Okay. Flash Joker, this Joker gains 0.75 volt for every glass card it's destroyed. You can also use Hangman on this and it still works. I think glass card is very, very good because even if you kill 2 glass cards, it's very, very good. Where'd I put it? Put it for the Hanging Chat. I'm gonna put it under trading card. Showman allows Jokers, Tarots, planets, and spectral cards to appear multiple times. The Showman is actually very, very good. It is a strong Joker. Actually, for gold stake, for anti-8, not really. I'm putting it down here, actually, just because if you want to score high, Showman is really, really good. Flower Pot. Times 2 mold of poker hand contains all 4 suits. No, just get down there. This is it's times 3 mold if so and so and so and so. And it's just the most annoying thing. You either have to have all of these cards, or you have to have all wild cards. Like, not doing that. Okay. This is an easy one. Blueprint, best Joker in the game. Without a doubt. Blueprint is the best Joker in the game. It just copies the Joker to your right. There's just nothing like that's just how it is. Wii Joker. Wii Joker is the best chip Joker in the game. I'm putting it in very strong because I think it is very strong. Basically, it gains +8 chips whenever a 2 is scored. So you just play 2s. It's awesome. Mary Andrew. +3 discards each round and a -1 hand size. This is actually really good. Mary Andy is really good. It's very situational. I kind of want to put it next to the burglar, just because they kind of have a similar. They have a similar thing that they do, essentially, right? Or a similar role. Oops, all 6s. Doubles all listed possibilities. This works on boss blinds, and it works on jokers, but it also works on boss blinds. So, this is very interesting. You do kind of have to commit to it. And it's not it's also just it's a utility that relies on luck. So that's kind of thing. But with lucky cards, it's very good. I kind of want to put it above red card here, in strong. Idol in gold stake is F tier. I truly believe it is a horrible joker here. Yeah, it's terrible. It's ×2 each time a rank of suit gets played, so an ace of clubs, or 2 of hearts, so and so and so and so. Right, it's good when you get into endless when you can deck fix harder, but in a classic anti-8 gold stick run, you're not going to be able to deck fix that hard, and idol is pretty much useless. Sing double. ×2 mode if a played hand is scoring a club and anything else. So this is it's an average joker. Like it's a little above average, I think, because it's ×2. It's pretty easy, but still it's not great. I'll put it above Baron, below Cola. Matador. Doesn't work half the time. Earn $8 if a played hand triggers the boss blind. It only works on like 13 boss blinds. Doesn't work. Hit the Road. This is a very interesting joker. It gains a 0.5 X bolt for every jack discarded in a round. It's very weird. Very weird joker. I did a run with it recently, and it was pretty fun, although very weird. Is it practical? Not at all, but it is kind of fun, and you can get kind of high scoring if you do a little deck fixing, which is definitely possible. Kind of makes you want to put it up in here, in the high C tier. So now we have all the does. The duo, I think, is a strong joker. ×2 if there's a pair. This also applies. This will count if there's a 3 of a kind, if there's a full house, if there's a flush 5, as long as there is a 2 pair, or as long as there is a pair, it will score. The trio, also very strong, but I think slightly less strong. But this is also ×3 molt. I'm gonna put it down here actually. I just think it's not as good. It's a little less consistent. Now the family is ×4 for 4 of a kind. I think this is very strong. Very strong joker. The Order, very bad. I do not like the Order. It's ×3 molt if played hand, can end a straight. And there's the Tribe, which I think is also pretty bad, which is ×2 if the card contains if your hand contains a flush. I'll put it up here. It's above Hit the Road, but not much. Stuntman, very strong. Or just, it is a strong joker. Putting this above Hack. Plus 250 chips and -2 hand size. It's a really good start to a lot of gold stake runs. I love Stuntman. Invisible Joker. This is just a copying joker. You keep it for 2 rounds, sell it, and it duplicates a random joker. Brainstorm copies the leftmost joker, I'm putting this right there. There. Satellite, a very interesting Joker. Earned $1 at the end of round per unique planet card used this run. So this is actually not as bad as you think it sounds. Not as bad as it sounds. Actually pretty good. I actually want to put it up in strong. I'm gonna put it above Bull. I do think it's better than Cloud9, Midas Mouse, and Golden Joker, but it's still not as good as Rocket. Where is it? Business card and mail rebate. Shoot the Moon. I don't really like Shoot the Moon, but I can't lie, it is pretty good. It's each queen held in hand gives plus 13 molt, which is a lot easier to set up than Baron. And it's a lot better for the early game. I do want to put it in above average. I'm probably going to put it above Seeing Double here. Maybe above the Cola. Why not? Driver license times 3 molt if you have at least 16 enhanced cards in your deck. This is just really good, I think. It's very easy to get. This is very easy to get. This is a strong Joker. I'm putting it right behind Hack. Cartomancer. Whenever a blind is selected, create a tarot card. This is above average. I mean, it's fine. It's kind of just... It's not the best thing to get, but it's never bad. You just get a tarot card. But they're not hard to get in the first place, so it's kind of like... It's one of those Jokers that if I see it, I take it, but if there's anything else that looks appealing, that's the first to go. Astronomer. All planet cards and celestial packs in the shop are free. This is not a very good Joker, but it is fun to get and it's fun to use. I kind of want to put it right below Misprint. It's just not great. It's really not great, but it's fun. Burnt Joker is upgrade the first discarded hand type. Very good. This is a very, very strong Joker. I'm putting this right above Wee Joker. It's very good. Bootstraps. Plus 2 molt per every $5 you have. I don't like this. However, it is pretty easy to rack it up when you start going, or when you're getting it going. So we're gonna put it right above Half Joker and right below Board. Now we have all the legendaries. So Canio, this Joker gains times 1 molt. Yeah, the base card is destroyed. I don't like Canio too much. I'm gonna put it... I'll put it up here. The thing with Canio is that there's Jokers that do its job better. Glass card is basically just a Canio. And it takes a lot of resources to get ramped up. Tribulate. I think, in my opinion, the best... legendary Joker. Times 2 per king or queen played. It's basically the idol, but easier to use. Yorick is plus 1 molt, times 1 molt every 23 cards that are discarded. This is probably the easiest one to get a hold of. It's very simple. You just have to do a lot of discards. However, I think on Gold Stick it's a little bit harder. I'm gonna put it's right here. I'm gonna put it above Seltzer right here, below business card. Shaco disables the boss blind. It's strong. It's definitely strong, right? It's definitely strong, but I mean, it just disables the boss. It's kind of boring, right? And then Perkeo, which creates a negative copy of 1 random consumable. In a classic Gold Stake run, this is really not that great. You pretty much just would want to use this for Temperance, but also it's not really something I would want to hold on to for a while. I'll put it above Egg, but that's about it. Alright, there we go. So here is the list. Is there not? There we go. Thanks for watching, guys.